In this lecture, we'll be looking at density problems, but we'll be solving for different variables. So we're not always going to be solving for density. We can be solving for mass. And in the situation of solving for mass, you'll be given both the density and the volume. You can also be asked to solve for the volume. So in this situation, you will be given both the density and the mass. So we'll look at an example problem of each of these types right now. So the first one that we're going to look at is the density of a sample is 12.6 grams per liter, and the volume is 0.242 liters. How much of this sample is there? So looking at this here, our density is given 12.6 grams per liter. The phrase how much is our quantity, and that's going to be our mass. And then our volume is also given to us, 0.242 liters. So I always like to write these out just so you can kind of take them from the problem and pull what you actually need. And it just makes it a lot easier for us to now plug it into our equation and remember that our equation is D equals M over V. So what we can do is we can just plug them directly into that equation. So that's going to look like 12.6 grams per liter. Remember that you want to always write your units out even in your problem, equals X, that's our mass, which we do not know, divided by our volume, which is 0.242 liters. So from here, we just need to solve for M. So looking at this, since my variable that I'm solving for is on my numerator, I can just go ahead and do some real quick math. I can multiply each side by 0.242 because I am dividing on this side, so I'm going to multiply by 0.242 liters, multiply by 0.242 liters. So if you go ahead and you do that math in your calculator, 12.6 times 0.242, you're going to get 3.0, we'll just round that, 3.05. Okay, now looking at what are my units going to be, liters cancel, I'm left with grams. So I have 3.05 grams of whatever this substance is going to be. So my next one, I'm going to be solving for the volume as indicated in my problem. So the density of a metal is 7.86 grams per centimeter cubed. You have 214.6 grams of this sample. What is the volume? So just running through our variables that we have, our density 7.86 grams, our mass is 214 grams per centimeter cubed. Sorry, my mass is 214.6 grams, which means my volume is unknown. So once again, D equals M over V. So just plug those right into the equation that we have, 7.86 grams per centimeter cubed equals 214.6 grams over X. Now it gets a little trickier when I have my variable in the denominator. So what we can do is we're dividing by X on each side, so if we can get X over here, so I can multiply by X, so then I would have 7.86 grams per centimeter cubed times X equals 214.6 grams. Now this looks like something that we can work with a little bit better, because now I can just divide each side by 7.86 grams per centimeter cubed, divide by 7.86 grams per centimeter cubed. So then I take 214.6 divided by 7.86 equals, I'm going to write this up here in blue just because we're running out of room, 27.30. Now it's like you look at my units, my grams canceled out, so my units are going to be centimeters cubed. Okay, so just on this one, remember that if your variable's in the denominator, you have to get it out of the denominator before you can do any solving. So the way we got it out of the denominator on this one was we multiplied each side by our variable. So you can't do a lot with your variable in the denominator. Remember that, okay? If you have any questions, let me know. Go ahead, do some practice problems, and we'll get you going.